Every Katy the Strawberry character explained before the new book, Katy the Strawberry, A Christmas Connection, comes out soon this month. First character in Katy Strawberry is Katy, obviously. She is a strawberry who lives in the fruit kingdom of the Berry Village. Pretty much every character does, so I'm not going to mention that from here on out. She first debuted in Kyle Strawberry back in 2009, so she's an older character that's been rebooted into the Katy the Strawberry series. You can buy on Amazon in my Patreon link in the channel description. She's a happy, outgoing character who helps out others. Her best friends include Grapey, Martin, and Sabrina, but she's pretty much friends with everyone in town. She doesn't like violence for the most part, but she will watch an action movie from here and there. She doesn't like people fighting. She likes people getting along and just bringing joy to other people. She's a very happy-go-lucky type character who often, is the main character, often helps people more out on their arcs rather than actually go for a character arc herself. She's one of those type of characters. Grapey is another very weird character who was not created by me. He was created by my brother back in this book called Tyler's Knot Ball 2008, when he originally was just a knot ball, which is a big figure ball of knots, essentially. But the character was connected to the Kyle Strawberry universe very directly, so the character had to pretty much go over since he had a direct connection with Katy, even though he was a knot ball back then. It only made sense to transform him into a fruit, and the best type of fruit I thought would be a grape, due to the fact that grapevines will represent those weird knots heads. Though most of the character personality still transfers over from the original version, including the fact there's 5 heads, even though he's one singular being. Each 5 head has a slightly different personality for the one being. Basically, each head has its own personality. There's a tall head, which is the tallest, even though technically he's not, but because all the other knot ball vines are actually longer, but he's the one that always stands out, and it's basically the main head, who's mostly happy in the leader. The one on the left, we have the spring neck, it's called Springy, obviously. It's kind of a grouch and a chip on his shoulder, but not really. The one on the right, top right, is Starry, who likes to stare. And that's about it. He doesn't say anything. He's got some social anxiety. Bottom left, got No Munch. Why is he No Munch? Because the one on the right, bottom right, is Munchie, who basically eats for the entirety of the knot ball. Not the knot ball, the grape. Basically, they can eat, but Munchie just chooses to eat so much that they have no reason not to eat because he just eats so much. And even eats his own leaves. No Munch is kind of sad, but Munchie is kind of oblivious to the world around him. Each of them represent the personality of the knot ball. I'm going to redo this because next character is Martin the Watermelon. This one was also created by my other brother, known as Brian. He made a book called Brian's Watermelon, which his character technically debuted in Kyle Strawberry 2 back in 2009. The character, however, was just a watermelon, and that's it. No anthropomorphic qualities about him. So I pretty much created the character, even named him, didn't have a name. So yeah, this character was created by my brother, but I technically kind of created the character. Anyway, Martin is another part of the main friend group of Katy's, and he's a little bit more oblivious. He has a special interest in hats, and he wants to prove himself all the time, since most people put him down because he's not the brightest guy, who tries to prove himself. He has a rivalry with a carrot known as Charlie, but it's more of a friendly one, and he would befriend a young orange known as Clementine when he saved her from the forest during a Halloween adventure. Martin may be not the brightest, but he has a big heart, and, well, he's a watermelon. Sabrina the Pumpkin is the last member of the Katy the Strawberry friend group. She originally was not from Berry Village and moved there, and that wasn't very good for her because she's an introvert, meaning that she doesn't like to talk very much, and she had a problem making new friends because of that. Though, because of Katy's very nice personality, she eventually became part of her friend group, and very close to them. She doesn't really talk much to anyone outside, and she's very sarcastic, as she uses that as a coping mechanism, as she's not very good at communication. I wonder where she got that from, probably her. And she is a pumpkin, so of course she loves the holiday of Halloween, which is her most extroverted holiday, and she dresses up, but she's not as big a fan of Christmas, fortunately, though she does like it. She really likes her friend group, but she's not really into socializing with others, and she really is into spooky stuff. She is, in fact, a pumpkin. Debbie is the mayor of Berry Village. She is a pineapple who takes her job pretty seriously. She will often get into hijinks, though, in order to make games that go around some of the holiday activities more exciting. Like one time she made a ghost do a scavenger hunt with the rest of the crew, which wasn't very smart. She plans a lot of extravagant things, and she gets overworked sometimes, but overall she's a good person, which is why the people of Berry Village elected her as mayor. Fun fact, she was named after my wife, whose name is Desiree, who's like, oh, I want to make my own book called Desi's Pineapple, so instead I made Debbie the Pineapple, because why not? Clementine is a kid who lives in Berry Village. Her parents are Lee and Linda, and she has some problems with some bullies, but of course they tricked her into going to a forest one time, which scared her. But luckily, Martin happened to run across her and saved her from the forest. He's very grateful for it and really likes Martin, but the fact that no one else really thinks that highly of him. He's pretty innocent and carefree. She may or may not be based off a video game character. I can't confirm or deny this. Charlie is the only character in the Katy the Strawberry universe who is not a fruit. Well, there is non-fruit, but the only vegetable there, I should say. He is a carrot who thinks very highly of himself. He's got a smug attitude and likes to show off, and he makes some people feel a little uncomfortable. He has a habit of moving from house to house, and he likes to disco dance, and he has a friendly rivalry with Martin. Lee is an orange, and he's the father of Clementine and husband to Linda. He doesn't really like to get dressed up much, and he wears the same outfit pretty much all the time. He's a loving father, however. He just doesn't really get much into the festivities. He enjoys his wife and child's happiness more so than really his own. He really likes them, but he doesn't really want to participate. He'd rather be on the sidelines taking pictures and videos. Linda is Lee's wife, as well as Clementine's mother. Unlike Lee, she's very outgoing and likes to dress up for all the holidays, occasions. She's really into Broadway musicals, too. That's just a little tidbit you might not know about her. And she's a very loving mother of her daughter, Clementine. And she loves her husband, too, even though he can be a grouch sometimes. Holly Pomegranate is one of the background characters in the series. She's mostly known for wearing sweaters, and she's into Greek mythology. She can be a little snootish sometimes, but she's mostly a good person, though she doesn't really get involved in too many adventures. But she does like a good cup of hot chocolate. And Greek mythology, of course. Andy is another background character in the Katy the Strawberry series. He is not the nicest guy, and mostly focuses on his long-term family rivalry with his twin sister, who's Annie. And that's pretty much all there is to him. He doesn't really care for his sister. He thinks he's better than her, and she thinks she's better than him. Which brings us to the next character. Annie is an apple, who is the sister of Andy, and she also pretty much has a very similar personality. A little snootish, much like Polly, but way more so. And most of the time, their arguments pretty much take up so much time that they don't even really focus on anyone else in the village. They need to go see some therapy, which I think might happen sometime in the future for them. Got a lot of pent-up drama there. Banana Brothers are the exact opposite of the two previous fruit siblings. These guys are so close that they can't even be apart from each other. They were once part of the same pair, but now they're split. Their names are Anthony and Ian, and they really like each other, and they even date the same person, which are the Cherry Sisters, who are actually conjoined, unlike them. They very much like doing everything together. They're bros. They even make out the same person basically together because, they're dating basically twins themselves. They do everything together, they're bros, and that's all you need to know. The Cherry Sisters are another group of siblings. These two are conjoined at the stem. They are Cherry and Cherry. Yep, that's their names. I believe it is. I forgot actually. I had to look. It doesn't matter. Anyway, these two are dating the Banana Brothers, and much like them, they pretty much do everything together. And yeah, they're conjoined at the hip, but not really. They're conjoined at the stem. These are background characters. They don't have enough personality defined yet, but yeah, maybe they will in the future. Jerry is a mouse who is not a fruit, but some non-fruit characters do exist, which we'll get to in the next couple entries actually. Now, why is Jerry here? Well, he made a brief cameo in the first Katy the Strawberry book. Pretty much all the characters I mentioned before, which debuted in Katy the Strawberry 2, which is Halloween Harvest Mystery, though some of them debuted in the first Katy the Strawberry, just to let you know if you cared about that. But Jerry is a mouse who gets an upgrade in this current book as he gets adopted by Katy and becomes her pet. Jerry, the reason why he's called that, is he's directly based off the pet mouse that I own, my wife. There he is. He was a brown mouse, so we called him Jerry. Thank you. Our next little animal character is Silky, who is a black widow spider. She lives in the dangerous Pinewood Forest, Zuckleberry Forest. And it is actually not dangerous, as she's actually a friend of Katy, because Katy even befriends all the little animals, which you'll see another one after this entry. Silky makes spider webs all throughout the forest, as no one really goes in there because they're scared of it. And though she is scared of something, that being a ghost that she saw there, she helps Katy and her friends when they were searching for the mystery of the golden gourd, like what happened to it. You're about to find out. Fly is a very minor character who only appeared in one page in the first Katy the Strawberry book. He was just there to showcase that Katy could give her friend literally everything, including Fly, and Fly comes down and says, "That's true, and that's about it. He exists." I redrew him for a character page. Pretty pointless, I know, but this next guy isn't anything but. And our last character that isn't included in the next book that we haven't seen yet is Chucky the Halloween Ghost. He was created in his own book way back in 2009/10 that was never finished. It's a character I always had in my head, so I thought, hey, we're making a Halloween book, I might as well include this guy redesigned. He is weird because he's a ghost character who is around during Halloween, and especially during the Berry Village's celebration of Halloween. He is actually hired by none other than Debbie to play along with her little thing to make the celebration more eventful. He decides, though, that he's going to take matters in his own hand and just takes the golden gourd, which you're supposed to get if you're winning Halloween, for himself because, you know, he's kind of a rascallion that way. He loves tricks and treats. He loves Halloween. He may not cause harm, but he definitely will pull a lot of tricks. And there you go. That was every character that so far has been introduced in the two main Katy the Strawberry books. Katy the Strawberry: A Christmas Connection is coming this month. Stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. Any more information you want, we'll find it in the description below. There's a link to the wiki, my fandom wiki, which will give you more information on these characters. Some of the other books have a little bit more detail on some of the other characters than these guys, but you know, since this next book's coming up, might as well give a little video and see what happens. Anyway, thanks for watching.